Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel Magic Girl Papa T News. So I want to talk about this story about Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey and Tory Lanez. So I want to get to this point, okay? Because I've seen a video that this man, one of the authorities, speaking out. He said that Tory Lanez and Kelsey had residues on the hand of the gun. Both of them tested positive. Okay, the reason why Megan Thee Stallion did not get tested because she are the victim that the one that got hurt. Okay, they look at the person that got hurt. They're not gonna test the person that got hurt. Let's make that clear. They're going to check the ones that did not get hurt of the situation. Okay, they checking the one um that what really happened to Megan. Okay, because Megan said that she went to the hospital, she lied and all this stuff. You know how things go with when it comes down to the police, and she's scared to speak out. Okay, and also Megan said that they had pulled fragments or something out her foot. They said it was bullets on her foot or whatever. Etc. But one thing I do know, when you get shot or whatever, a police supposed to be there when the persons get shot. Now I don't know what happened behind the scene at the hospital that took place about Megan's foot or whatever in that situation, but the police supposed to be there. Okay, that's a fact. Okay, now let's get to Megan Thee Stallion. So Megan Thee Stallion, she had went to the court, and the court had asked her questions about have you slept with Tory, how do you know Tory, and all this and the third. She did lie on Gabrielle. I think that Gabrielle, Oprah's friend. She had a show or something or interviewed Megan about what happened between her and Megan. I mean, what happened between Megan and Tory. And so Megan had lied about this, that she really wasn't intimate with, with Tory. But when the court had brought it up to their attention to Megan, she admitted that she did have some type of fling going on with Tory. Okay, let's get to Kelsey, Mrs. Kelsey. Okay, Kelsey changed her statement. Now, one thing about it, you do not lie to the authorities, okay? That's one thing you don't do. They do keep recordings. Yes, they do. And they keep receipts, paper, whatever you wrote down or whatever, just like a receipt thing, okay? And they also record you what you had said, okay? So I think it was around in September that they had said that Kelsey had said that Torna had called her and Megan bitch and hoe, okay? And she said about him going to shoot her or something like that. I might misunderstand that part right there. But that's what they saying about in the courtroom that about her recording um on the tape, okay? So Kelsey changed her story, which she did. Okay. Now we don't know what's gonna really gonna happen between Kelsey and Tory Lane. In my opinion, I mean with Kelsey and Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. In my opinion, I believe that um Kelsey and Tory Lane is innocent. I really believe they both innocent because Kelsey is not being truthful about when it's come on certain things about Megan about getting shot, and she says she don't remember certain things. Some of the YouTube bloggers felt the same way how I felt about how that you don't remember about such and such, but you remember about Megan. So it is giving a red flag about Miss Kelsey. To me, we don't know what the courts is going to do. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter that Megan did lie, Kelsey also lied too. Let's get that straight, okay? Kelsey also lied to the authorities, okay? When you lie to authorities and to the police department, that's that's a felony charge, and you also could go to jail for false and for lying, okay? You can go to jail for that. Let's make that clear. You go to jail for lying, okay? Also, let me read this little article because shout out to the Shade Room because they said that Megan Thee Stallion authority speaks on Kelsey Nicole changing her statement while testifying. It shows she has been compromised, whether a threat or brief. We're looking into it. That's what it said from the Shade Room. Okay, it said this. It said, as reportedly, Kelsey is a key witness for per- per- percussions before taking a stand. The mother of one was granted immunity while testifying. She changed her entire statement, saying she didn't see Tory shoot Megan. Let me stop this right here. She said that she did not see that Tory Lane had shot her. Then she also said that she did not see that Megan Thee Stallion foot was bleeding. Okay, according to TMZ, we saw the video. Okay, let's get that clear. The footage that shout out to TMZ because they do keep they records. They really need to use to be for real. They really need to look at that video that MTV had showed that Megan Thee Stallion had got out the car and her feet was bleeding. We saw blood was on the ground. We saw that when she was lifting on her foot and she was on the ground. Okay, I seen that part. So Kelsey saying that I didn't see anything. I didn't see no blood. I didn't see if something is not adding up right in Kelsey's statement because just like I told you, one of the lawyers or whoever he supposed to be, he always be with celebrity like Cardi B and other people, and they said that Kelsey had a lot of residue on her hand than Tory Lane. Now, I'm not saying Kelsey might be the shooter, but in my opinion, it could be both ways. It could be Tory and it could be Kelsey. Let's get that clear. Because if they find residue on a person, it spreads. They gonna look at that. Okay, something ain't adding up right here. If they got residue on their hands, somebody shot that gun. They want to know who did it. Okay, that's the only thing they run. That's what main thing they need to be worrying about. They need to focus on who shot Megan, how big the gun residue got on Kelsey hands and Tory Lane hands. Let's make that clear. That's what they need to be looking into. And also, Kelsey told a lie, and she made and said that she lied. Okay, let's get that clear. Megan Thee Stallion, she lied about the intimate with him, with Tory Lane. I believe Megan Thee Stallion 100% about she being hurt. Megan Thee Stallion not lying about she got hurt. Something happened in that car. It was two witnesses saying that Kelsey and Megan Thee Stallion they was fighting. That's what one of the witnesses had said, okay? About Megan and Kelsey was fighting. So why if somebody had a gun that night in that car? That's what I want to know. Who did it? You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing we need to be worrying about. We don't need to worry about who did she slept with in the past. We need to worry about what happened to this girl. What happened. You know what I'm saying? Because People is being so screwed and worrying about wrong things. We need to be worrying about what the important things, what really happened to this girl that night. Okay, that's what we really need to be worrying about. What really happened to Meg? Okay, and in the situation. Okay. Anyway, I'm finna read this article. I wasn't finished reading this article, but I had to get my point across. It said, as previous report, Kelsey is a key witness for session before taking the stand. The mother of one, excuse me, was granted immunity while testifying. She changed her entire statement, saying she didn't see Megan. I mean, she didn't see Tory shot Megan, even though she recorded saying otherwise. Speaking of executive to the Shade Room, Sprite said that Megan's former best friend has been compromised. It just shows she was confirmed was a threat brighter, but we're looking into it. When asked if he believes Kelsey was brighter, he replied, offer money. I believe Kelsey got paid. I believe Kelsey got paid for hush money. Because I'm gonna tell you this about Tory Lane. Tory Lane had did this to this man named Prince. He was from Love and Hip Hop, okay? Miami. They said that um Prince got jumped by Tory Lane and he tried to pay him off to shut up, okay? Tory Lane loved to pay somebody to keep their mouth closed. He had other relationships he dated with women, and they came out and said Tory Lanez had did them dirty. Okay. Also, I believe this also gonna be playing in the court with Tory Lane as well about him putting his paws hands on um August Casino. That's gonna be in the pudding too. I hate to say it like that. That's gonna be bringing up in the courtroom about Tory Lane did to Tory Lane. I mean, not August Casino, because August Casino did got hurt and he ran through his security guard and punched this man in the face, and he had to get stitches. They already investigating that right now. Okay. So we don't know how this gonna play in court with Tory Lane. Tory Lane might be going to jail. He might be doing some time about Megan Stein. If he's guilty, he'll be gone for 20 years or 22 years, something like that. But if something ain't right about Megan Thee Stallion, I'm not Megan Thee Stallion, I'm sorry, Kelsey. So somebody said this a message with a man behind my back while most of dead the friendship, but to be so arguing you don't want to see your ex best to get justice for being shot. That's different. Exactly. You don't get you don't just get involved for no reason. Someone called in Wednesday and it caused this getting ridiculous. It is getting this. And then she also had did a diss song on Megan Thee Stallion. Now Megan Thee Stallion did made a song and about I think about Who Shot You or something like that. It was a remix she did. She had took the song out of Big. No the late rapper, okay? She did a remix to the song, and then Kelsey Nicole had did a remix off her Tupac song. And she said, who bust you? Now why would you make a diss song of her? Even though Megan Thee Stallion did a diss track on you, but you had to come out with one. So that's gonna play in court too as well. Somebody said Kelsey check is definitely cleared. Yeah, it might be clear, but um she better hope that she don't, she better hope that the prosecutor don't think that she the one did it or Tory Lane. Somebody did it. They say the prosecutor is really looking at Kelsey some type of way. So we don't know. Some folks say that the prosecutor they wasn't doing that. You don't know that. Was you in the courtroom when that happened? About the prosecutor looking at a certain way? Was there? Somebody said, here's my it said Megan definitely got shot. Yes. But by Tory, I highly doubt it. This has to do with the music industry. Tory is an independent artist. Rock Nation don't like that. They have a whole lot to do with where the blame is landed. Kelsey is the shooter, if you ask me, and she already has immunity. Was thinking Kelsey is the shooter too. I believe Kelsey was the shooter too, and Tory Lane too. Right? Then they said shot it, not shot. Somebody said I've been saying this from the beginning. Why ask for community if you haven't been charged with anything? Kelsey immunity only means that her testify cannot be used against her. She could still be tied for the shooting. They just can't use anything she say in this trial, right? And I don't see why the management company would care that Tory wasn't on the label. Somebody said Kelsey shot Megan through. We all know this. Somebody said that, but we don't know if she really did. Someone said dub, but y'all still gonna say Megan lied. Y'all hate her in these shows. They do hate Megan so bad, and that's sad. You know what I'm saying? And Megan is a true Aquarius, like I am. I'm Aquarius myself. One thing about Aquarius, we gonna keep it 100. We not gonna sit here and lie about certain things if somebody hurt you or harm you or whatever. We gonna report or whatever. I don't think Megan is lying about she getting shot. Okay, she got hurt. That's what I'm saying. She got hurt in this situation, but everybody blaming her of she lied about she was intimate with Tory. But you gotta think about this. Kelsey also lied to the DNA. I mean, she lied to the police. That's worse, okay? When you lie to the police and authority and you change your statement, you they gonna think like, okay, she changed her statement. I don't know. I've seen this plenty of times because you could look at 48 and you know what I'm saying, people on 48, they be changing their stories and lie and they got locked up for it. Okay, you could go to jail and lie. You still go to jail for lying to the police and then now they still could do that. But in my opinion, I think the court and the police and DNA, they need to take a DNA test of Kelsey and they need to take a DNA test of Tory Lane. And we could solve this here and there. Because it's other ways that the police department and the court could get a DNA test. Just like they get DNA tests or paternity tests on the baby and say, oh, this baby's not yours or et cetera, et cetera. But in my opinion, I believe that they need to do a test on Tory Lane and Kelsey. And let's get this over with. Let's get some justice for Megan Thee Stallion because we need to know what really happened to her that night. Because I believe Megan 100% about that she got shot because she said she saw Tory Lane. I don't know. But all I'm saying is that I believe Megan 100% about she got shot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's residues in that car. With it's residues everywhere. But then it's a text message. Now people say, oh, that's not really me. And you know what I'm saying? People could make up a lie too about that ain't them. That's what I'm saying. They need to do a DNA test because they said that Kelsey had Texas said that Tory shot Megan. Okay, they need to do a paternity test to see if this truth about who shot Megan. For real. They need to do a DNA test on Kelsey and Tory. I really believe they need to do that. They need to take that farther. The state need to come, the state really need to move it as well too. In my opinion. They need to do that. They need to do a DNA test on Kelsey and Tory Lane. For real, for real. That's my opinion. But please like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk y'all guys later.